Looks like it's taken a wee minute to start here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to our usual Monday check-in. I trust you had a lovely weekend. This is our Mindful Motivation for Mindset Mastery session. So if you've been here before, you know that before I get into pulling cards and really feeling into the energy through the lenses of the cards, I use 4 different decks of cards for these sessions. I like to just feel into what's happening with, in particular, the moon, because that is actually one of the best ways to help us get really in touch with our own inner guidance, our own authenticity, our essence, is to follow the cycles and the phases of the moon. So this week's lunar influence is going to be from the full moon in the sign of Leo, which is going to be with us in 3 days' time. So this is a really good time to just be riffing into the ideas and the energy that's going to open up for us. Basically, we get affected by, in particular, the new moon and the full moon phases 2 days before and 2 days after. So there's kind of a window when we can actually start to really contemplate and pay attention to what's going on. So with this full moon in the sign of Leo, Leo of course is very courageous and likes to roar and speak the truth of authenticity. So there's a really strong vibe here about really following your path, not ascribing or comparing or following some other mindset or something that doesn't quite click for you anymore. So this is a really important week, that it's to really assess who are you, where are you, what are you doing in alignment with your big, auspicious, audacious, bold truthful desires and essence and following things of that nature. The other part that's actually influencing this is the sun. So the sun is also a very powerful messenger of what is our soul's calling. And the sun is going to be in the sign of Aquarius. It's moving into the sign of Aquarius. So this is the quirky, authentic vibe. So are you really finding your truth and following what it is that you wish to experience to be? The other part of all of this is the first full moon of 2024. I was reading something just recently that was basically saying that the things that we've done in the past, how we've done things, the mindsets, the ideas, the ways of doing things even, it's different in 2024. The energy is different. We collectively are being really guided and kind of having wee taps on our shoulders to say, follow your rhythm, follow your path. Not get, caught up in I should do it this way, or I have to do it this way, or they just told me I have to do this. It's time to put a lot of that down and really pause. If you've watched these before, you know that I like to really encourage you to put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself things like, how does this make me feel right here? Does this make me feel like I am the boss of me? I am the sovereign of my own path, my own journey. Am I writing my own script? Or have I allowed myself to slip off a script? Do I need to recraft a story or a plan or a plan of action? And none of these questions are intended to make you feel bad or hard on yourself. It's about being willing to ask the questions and being willing to listen to the whisper that comes from your heart energy. That whisper may actually be a wee bit more of a roar this week, in that with this Leo energy, there's going to be pieces of you that wants to be spoken, that wants to be heard, that wants you to pay attention and give voice to. How does that feel for you? Are you following it? Are you heeding the wisdom that you already have within you? If anything that I say in these sessions triggers you or discombobulates you in some way, Put your questions in the comments below or message me directly. These ideas are intended to support you, to meet you where you are and give you ideas and inspiration to move forward in your best way. To actually pause for a moment and just reflect. Are you entertaining the best ideas? Are you, aligning with your true nature? Our true nature, every one of us, is spiritual by design. Do you pause and access the depths of that? So now, I just picked up my first deck of cards that I use for these sessions is my letting go guidance. Because in order to really embrace and immerse ourselves in these energies, I said that the moon is going to be in the sign of Leo and the sun in Aquarius. I always hear that song when I in my head. This time of Aquarius. There is such a uplifting, powerful, courageous energy in this. Should we decide to choose it? Should we tap into that? So you choose. Will you? And it's the right answer that you do is the right one for you. But in order to do that in your authentic, best way, let's see what we can focus on letting go of this week in order to do that, or really tap into that. This is perfect. This is very fascinating. This is connection that no longer serves. So is there a connection? A connection could be to a person, it could be to a thing, it could be to an idea, it could be to a habit or a way of doing something. Where is there something that is maybe stifling or dimming your light or like stifling your own creativity, your own abilities, your own capacity? Maybe it's time to lovingly release that. I like to encourage, when I'm releasing something, I like to encourage you to have appreciation for it, to say thank you. You served your purpose. That connection, that thing, that idea, it served its purpose, but maybe it's done. Maybe the contract's over. Maybe the agreement's done. So have a look at that. See what comes up. And like I say, if you need any support or clarification on these ideas, let me know. So now we're going to get I pull one tarot card and then 3 of the Healing with the Angels. Fascinating. So here it's the 10 of Swords. So in this idea of releasing a connection that no longer serves or is no longer part of the big, auspicious, audacious you, is there areas where it's kind of drama or chaos or chaotic thinking or everything's falling apart? That's actually like maybe could be part of your detectiving, is where is there chaotic thinking or things that, there's so many problems, or is it an energy drain? That kind of, and with it being swords too, it's about really watching the quality of the thoughts that you're having, because the courage of the lion, that Leo lion, comes from your heart. And sometimes we can get thrown off track if we listen too much to our chattering mind. So that could actually be another connection to release and say, I'm going to connect more to my heart. I'm going to connect more to the desires, the power, the direction. What makes you light up? What gives you joy? Use those as opposed to any kind of thinking, oh, I'll have to, or I should, or those types of things. Maybe it's time to let them go too. Okay, take a nice deep breath with me. And just shuffling the Healing with the Angels. Let's see what wisdom comes up for us here to support these powerful ideas. You can really get a sense of the power. There's one that definitely wants to come out because it just fell out. Oh, this is perfect. You can get a real sense that there's such power in all of these nuances and the different cards and the energies. So I really encourage you to step into it. And actually, as I say, stepping into it, it's about finding your best length of step. It doesn't mean that you have to take a big bound forward. Find the right one for you and listen and trust that your heart will will lead you correctly. So this is the one that fell out. It's listening. Are you listening to your inner wisdom? Are you listening to your essence, to your soul, to your heart? It's time to really create a way of checking in and actually really acknowledging that. I love this one came up, Archangel Michael. I feel there's a real sense of Leo energy, of being the sovereign. Archangel Michael also is such a protector of all things negative. You know, I went through a process many years ago where every morning, and it actually doesn't matter if you believe in archangels or not, but this statement that I used to use actually was very helpful for a long time for me as I was going through different healing chapters in my own life. But what I would do is every morning I would call on the energy of Archangel Michael, and I would say, for today, Archangel Michael, please protect me against all forms of negativity, especially my own. That might be a really powerful thing for you to actually step into, letting go of connections that don't serve you and really embracing and embodying the beauty of you. And could it lead to, this is romance, but when we're talking about self-care and following your path and getting in alignment with what's right for you, are you being the kind romantic partner to yourself? This is your relationship. So let's see how these energies go and evolve for us. There's powerful pieces here, but above all, I can't underline this one enough. Be sure that you're listening to yourself, to you. And so in order to do that, we're going to wrap up this session now. I'm going to pull one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth, because that's really the whole piece that we're being guided toward. And this is the week to inspire you to really listen and get the message, get the guidance from your own truth. Nobody else's truth, your truth, your soul's truth. So let's see, just taking a nice deep breath with me. And let's see what card comes up for us today. Well, this is lovely. The one that's come up is I am peaceful. And really, you know, when we come into connection with our own inner truth, that's what we're looking for, is the peaceful, calm light that's within us. But let me read this out. I feel calm and at ease within. Cultivating a deep felt sense of calm peacefulness is an important and essential component to my sharing my own inner gifts. Love that. And I really encourage you to embrace that energy so that you're creating a way to access that and keep checking back. Does this align with my inner gifts? Does this choice, this opportunity, this direction, these words, these thoughts, this mindset, does it align with my inner wisdom, with my inner truth? And follow that. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. I'll be back again with you next week. Much love. And like I said, reach out if you need any support or inspiration on anything that I shared here today. Much love to you.